So you've been through a bunch of these things now. Being number one in the country, being the perceived favorite, the Big Ten here. What's different when you go into these arenas in that role?
We're the team to beat. Every team wants to knock us off of the platform that we've put ourselves there, and rightfully so. The fans, the students, everybody brings all of their energy. But it makes the game more fun. It makes us step up our game, and we get everybody's best shot. So I'm excited for that.
So that is real, that you go in and the conditions in the game are very different. There's like a buzz or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. You can go watch. Yeah. I don't know, a couple teams in the Big Ten play, and their crowd isn't going to be the same as if we were playing there. I mean, that's just fact. Anybody can see that. But it doesn't change how we approach the games. It doesn't change how our mindset. It doesn't change how we prepare for the games. We always do the same thing, and we got to take care of our jobs, and that'll take care of the game.
As one of the leaders on this team, what's kind of your message to all these guys kind of going into Big Ten play?
Stay focused. Fall in love with the preparation, fall in love with the details. That's the biggest thing. When we lose, majority of the times, it's Purdue beating Purdue. And so whenever we can focus on the things that we can take care of and focus on the things that we can control, the outcome is most of the time is pretty good. And then just taking care of our bodies. It's a long season. So as long as we take care of our bodies and we're healthy, we'll be okay.
So much of, what's going to ultimately matter for you guys is national in scope. Do you run the risk of getting too far ahead of yourselves at all, or
no? Just
do people have to make sure everybody's staying in the moment?
Yeah, just one game at a time.
The rebounding columns obviously been very favorable to you guys all season long. There's kind of a baseline there, isn't there, of things you can always kind of fall back on as you get into these, championship level runs here.
Yeah,
whatever that means.
I think we can always put our hat on taking care of the ball and rebounding. Those are the things that the coaches always, harp on. We have to win the possession war, and many times when we don't win the possession war, we lose, and many times when we do, we win. So.
You guys didn't shoot great in the 2 games against Maryland last year. Is there anything to that, or is it just kind of one of those things? Is it just the way it worked out, or was there anything about Maryland?
There's many things that can go into it, but I know as my personal self, just to stay locked in, stay focused, and focus on my job, and the rest will take care of itself. And I know that the other guys have that same mindset too.
Yeah, speaking of focusing on your job, obviously this is a team with a lot of guys, and some people have had to sacrifice a little bit, and you're probably one of them. How do you kind of approach that?
To a degree, I've sacrificed every year here, so I'm kind of used to it, and I understand, moving forward in life, you have to be able to sacrifice, and I want to keep playing on teams. I want to keep being who I am, and so with that, I have to do what the coach is asking me. I have to be ready to play 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 minutes. Hopefully it's never 2 minutes, but I have to make sure I'm ready to go no matter what the day is, no matter what team we're playing, no matter what type of shots I get. I try and pride myself on being ready all the time.
As accomplished as you are, as many games as you've kind of helped Purdue win over the years, there's got to be some moments where it's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, of course. There's definitely been moments where it's frustrating, but the staff here, the guys here make it a lot easier. I have people I can go talk to, and they give me honest feedback, whether things are going well or things are going bad. Tell me what to do, tell me what to improve on, and so I just go work on that. And it ultimately is coach's choice. It's up to him, and so I just have to do my job the best I can.
I think a big part of your job, too, is leadership. You're one of the more vocal guys on this team. How much have you sort of invested in yourself in that this year, too? Not that you haven't before, but...
Yeah. I think every year has progressively gotten more and more as I've gotten older and older. And the guys I'm around has changed slightly. I don't think I've necessarily changed. I've always been vocal, always been energetic, always been outgoing, and so it just... I do have to change how I speak to different people. That's one thing that I've always had to work on. Some people can take different things a little bit better. Some people need to just be talked to rather than kind of not yelled at, but getting on in the midst of practice, in the midst of games. But at the same time, it's always back and forth. I never try and be this is the way, this is the only way. Like I try to have conversations with guys and talk to them after a drill and see what they think about something, and then tell them like exactly what it is, how it is supposed to be. So.